Today I decided to explain in simple words to a teenager or to a young legal professional how you can earn money from real estate by investing just a little bit of your equity. So let's say, for example, you, Victor, has the idea to invest in real estate. So if you want to buy 4 apartments, yeah, let's say 4 units, yeah. I don't know how much 4 units cost in Chisinau, but I will rather focus on how much rent you can have from these 4 units. Let's say 4 units for apartment you can rent for 1,000 euro per month. Yeah, this is like 4,000 euro per month. Yeah. Now, how do you do to know exactly how much this will be per year? We multiply. You can talk to me. Don't be shy. So 4,000 you multiply with 12, right? So you have 48,000 euro. What is this? What is this? This is the amount of money which you can get per year from giving your apartments in rent to people. Yeah. So you take 1,000 per month with 12 months. This is 48,000. Do you follow me? Yeah, it's all clear. So now, in order to understand if this deal is good or not, you need to understand exactly how much return on equity. Let's say in Chisinau, I would say you would tend to have from 7 until 10% return on equity. So you are heading, guys, to have return on equity of, let's say, 6% per year. Yeah. Now, my question is to you: what do you think? How we should calculate whether we have 6% per year from this amount or not? Do you have an idea? So, first of all, in order to know exactly how much money you need to pay for the apartment, you need to calculate if this apartment delivers. Because you cannot just buy, in Chisinau, for example, you buy apartment, you hold it, you don't make a lot of money from rent, you spend a lot of time on fixing stuff, plumbers, renovation, and when you do your calculation, you actually don't have money, you don't have any income, any net operating income. So that's why it's very important in real estate to focus how much NOI you have per year. So this is the key, net operating income. How do we calculate this figure? So in order to calculate this figure, we need to subtract first the costs. So if you have 48,000 per year, then let's say the cost for operating these 4 apartments will be like 40%. You pay taxes, you pay cleaning staff, you pay renovations, small adjustments, so it's 40%, right? So this is the cost. Yeah? Now, how much money is left? So from this amount, you subtract 40%, and the left is how much? 60, right?
Yeah.
So don't be shy, just ask me a question. If you don't understand it, it's okay. So now, how much is 48,000? Can you put this on the phone? So 48,000. How much is 48,000 euro per year? 60%.
28,800.
Okay. So, what is this? This is the amount which is so-called net operating income. So this is the amount you get netto after paying all costs. But now we'll not focus too much on this remaining, on this 40%, but only on the remaining 60. Why? Because our goal in real estate, remember, it's always not to keep it forever, but sometimes in time to flip it. So, which means you buy, you renovate, you rent out, you finance, and then you repeat it. by buying other apartments or just flipping and buying new one. Okay. So our conclusion is the following: that we have 28,800 euro net operating income. Yeah. So this is the amount of money you earn from the apartment. Now, so remember, I don't know how much the apartment costs you were thinking to buy. So I just guess, because, and normally you should do in this you should have the same approach. When you have to buy some real estate, you need to think how much cash flow, how much return on equity will this real estate bring to me. Because if you just buy it, okay, there are two types of investors in general. There are strategic investors and financial investors. I am financial investor because I have studied in finance and I'm looking always at the key performance indexes of the real estate. So now, in order to understand how much is this amount of money and how much it costs the whole apartment. So what shall we do? We need to find out what is the targeted return on investment. So the targeted return on investment here, as I said before, will be like, let's say 6% per year, which is netto, remember, yeah? 6% per year. So now, how much should cost all 4 apartments in order to have this amount of money? How should we do this? What's the simple formula? Take this amount of money. Can you put on your phone, please? 28,800. Multiply. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. So, in order to understand how much you need to pay for the apartments, you need always take into account the targeted return on investment. So, what do? We take 28800 and we divide by the return on investment we are seeking to have. So, if we wish just 6%, then the price of the apartments will be 480,000. So my question to you, what is this? Is the value of the apartments which you should buy, right? How many apartments we have here?
4.
4. So if we divide by 4, how much one apartment costs? Is
120,000.
120, right? So now tell me from your experience in Chisinau, if you buy one apartment which costs 120, can you rent out for 1,000 per month?
Yes, of course.
It's real, right? Okay. So now imagine you have an investor, or I don't know, you have a wish to earn more money. So you say, I'm not happy with 6%. I don't like this amount. I want to have, let's say, 8%. What do you do? Is the following. Oh, I see your form. So you divide the same. 480,000. 480,000.
Yeah.
You divide by how much?
0.08.
It's not necessarily 0, just 0.08. So we divide the net operating income on the targeted return on investment. Give it to me. You should put just point, so. So, once again, 28800, do you see in the camera? So divide by 0.08. 360,000. Do you see it? So, if you are expecting to have 8% per year, then this is the value of the apartment. So, in this way, you should calculate the value of the apartments, only connected with the cash flow and with the return on investment in this kind of investments. Because when you have different ROIs in T-bonds or in businesses or I don't know, in different stuff. So, not you when you discuss with the seller, and he will tell you, you know, Mr. Victor, I can sell you these apartments for just 300,000. It's okay, it's his price. But if he's asking more than 500,000, then you explain, look, 6% is the return on investment. I cannot pay more. There are many cases, for example, I had a case in my experience when sellers were selling their apartments much cheaper than I calculated my ROI. You know, and I also had in my experience when they sold it much more expensive. And sometimes it's okay when seller is trying to make more money, but still your ROI is good, just pay it more. It's okay. Everybody should have a win-win situation, not just you. So, did you get this point? So, 6, 8. Now let's imagine you say, I want to have 10%. Yeah? How much is 10%? So, calculate you now. How much is 10% from this net operating income? So you just need to divide this 28,800 divide by 0. Not 0 but 1 because it's 10%. Yeah. Okay. So you have
288,000,
right?
Yeah, of course.
So you see, more return on investment, so more rental income you want to have, cheaper is the apartment. Why is so? Because this is like a capital, you know? So, and less you pay, of course, more return you have. This is normal, okay? So this is one part of the story. Did you understand how this works? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So now let's see how can we transform the 6, 8, 10 into 30%. It's interesting, right?
It's very interesting.
Okay. Can we do it like this? Look. And then we clean all stuff. Yeah. We can do it. Perfecto. So, we financial investors, we know that as much money you can borrow from banks, better. Why it's so? Because the cost of capital, look, the cost of your personal capital is how much it was here? It's like 10%, right? So 10%. Now the cost of debt, what is debt? Is a loan which you take from the bank or from other investors. What is the cost of debt? The cost of debt is equal with the interest rate of the bank. Or it depends. Maybe you don't pay interest rate in the bank, you pay some, let's say, percentage to some investors which gave you this money. So, how much is the interest rate in the bank for big real estate now in Chisinau? Do you have an idea? In
No.
Germany, for example, I have an offer for 3.4. So between 3 and 4% per year. So the cost of debt, therefore, is, let's say, 3%. I would say maximum 4. So, of course, the cost of personal capital, so the money you have in the pocket is much expensive than the money you get from the bank. So what would you do? You would mix this capital together. You will mix this capital and will take better returns from investments, and this is so-called leverage effect. So let's imagine you take from the bank 70%, and this is your money. So this is Victor's money, and this is bank. So this is your money, which you have in your pocket from your parents, from your legal fees, from your other activities. By the way, this is a very good tool for lawyers, believe me from my experience, to invest in such a passive investment, because this is a passive investment. Just invest money and you wait. You do not
Money when you sleep.
yeah, do money when you sleep. Exactly. So now let's prove it how leverage effect will increase your return, right? So you understood here, huh? Now, can you please calculate? We have the amount of 480,000, right? Can you please calculate how much will be 30% from 480?
Okay.
Yes.
144,000.
Okay, so we will get from the bank, let's say debt, how much?
144,000.
No, this is equity. Thousand.
Yes.
Okay, what's the rest? Minus 480,
336.
makes sense. Okay. So this is the amount of money you get from the bank, and this is you put from your pocket. Exactly. So how much is the return on equity in the market? We said in this kind we will have the maximum or medium, it depends on the markets. But let's take as an example 10%. Yeah. So this is the amount, once again, this is the amount of money, 10%, which you get from rentals without having any loans, right? You just put your money in the apartments you get from rentals. So how much is this 10%? Do you remember? Let's put it in money, in real money. So just calculate, it's very simple. 10% from 480 is 48,000, right? Now, how much money you need to pay for the bank? Because, you know, when you get money from the bank, it's like you pay for this money. You pay for using the money of the bank. And you need to pay, look, do you hear this? This is also real estate. They are doing renovation now to improve, to increase value of the building. So, how much, Victor, we pay for this money? This money costs. So the money from the bank, they have a cost. That you need to pay money for the money, you know? Let's say 3%. You negotiate with the bank. Remember? So the price of the money. So I give you this money. This is my money. I give you money. You need to pay me money back plus the price of it.
That's
Yeah?
interesting.
Okay. So 3%. Please calculate how much money is from this amount 3%.
10,080.
So 10,080.
80.
So this is the price which we pay. This is the price which we pay for the bank, to the bank, for the fact that we use their money. So we took the money, we put in investment, we need to pay back the principal plus interest. So this is the interest. This is the price we pay. It's like you buy a t-shirt and you pay for this. So now this is, what is this? This is our return. This is how much money you took from rentals, right? So now subtract this amount. So we need to subtract the cost. How much is this?
37,920. 900.
Okay. So now this is the rest after subtracting the interest we paid to the bank. So now how much money you invested in equity? So this is your money.
144,000.
So you collected money from your parents, from your grandparents, from your relatives, and you have this in the pocket. You go to the bank, you pledge, you give to the bank the apartment in mortgage, how we say, and then they give you this amount of money, and you invest all money. You invest all money into the 4 apartments, right? So now this is your netto income. Please divide this amount of money, because here it comes another formula, which is the better one. Return on equity. This is your equity. This. So you divide 37,920. You divide by the equity 144 you invested. How much it is?
Zero.
So 37,920 divide.
26.33.
Yes. So this is 26.33. What is this? This is double and more than you can make without leverage effect. Remember? So it was here 10%. Now, you can increase this amount of money with 2 factors. You can transform the steel in 40%. How? That is the growth rate of the price of the apartments. Which means, imagine you bought apartments 5 years ago, the price increases every year, and you sell after 5 years. Of course, this is also capital gains, which you can reflect into return on equity, right? So there is a way, depending on the market, to increase this amount of money up to 40%. But in simple words, just divide this amount of money. Just divide it by 12 months.
37.
Yeah. So 37,920 divided by 12 months.
3,160.
So
Please could you take the chair?
how much it is?
3,160.
So 300?
160.
3,160 per month, right? So this is the amount of money which one simple junior lawyer can have every month, and he will not care about his incomes, and he will just focus on the main job, providing quality services to his clients. Do you agree with me?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so thank you very much, and see you in the next video.